What if I told you that in just 11 short verses, a 1400-year-old text lays out an incredible blueprint for resilience? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to decode the Qur'an's Surah Al-Duha through the surprisingly compatible lens of modern psychology. And that really gets to the heart of what we're talking about in this explainer. Can a revelation from way back in antiquity offer a genuine, practical framework for navigating the anxieties of our modern lives? It's a fascinating question, and you know what? This surah just might hold the answer. You've got two worlds that seem so different, right? On one side, this timeless revelation given to the Prophet Muhammad during a time of really intense personal distress. And on the other, you've got the modern scientific field of positive psychology, which is all about what makes humans flourish. Well, we're about to see just how deep and profound the intersection between these two actually is. Okay, let's dive right into it. The surah kicks off in a way you might not expect. When faced with a heart full of worry, it doesn't give a direct answer. Instead, it starts with this powerful, cosmic oath. Now, this is so much more than just beautiful poetry. It's actually the very first step in a therapeutic process. It's like an invitation to a troubled soul, asking it to lift its gaze up from its immediate internal worries and to look at the huge, reliable pattern of the universe itself. And just notice the contrast here. You have Ad-Duha, the morning light, a super clear symbol of hope and new beginnings, but the oath also includes the night when it is still. See, this isn't some scary, menacing darkness. It's a darkness of rest, of stillness. The message here is it's profound. Your personal crisis, that feeling of darkness, it's just a temporary night in a much larger, hopeful cycle that always ends in dawn. And this, right here, is a perfect illustration of a core concept in modern therapy: cognitive reframing. By starting with this oath, the surah immediately shifts your mental focus away from the problem, that feeling of "I'm abandoned," and toward the promise that's built into creation itself. The dawn will always break. The darkness is not the end of the story. It's just a necessary pause before the light returns. So once your perspective has been shifted, the surah moves directly to heal the core wound, that feeling of abandonment and despair. It addresses the fear head-on with a gentle but absolutely definitive promise. I mean, just listen to the power and the tenderness in that statement. It's a direct shutdown of the two deepest human fears: being forsaken by the one you rely on most, and being disliked or seen as worthless. It's this profound declaration of love and unwavering connection. What this verse is essentially doing is establishing what psychologists call a secure attachment with the divine. You see, this feeling of being safe, of being understood and cared for, that's the absolute bedrock of mental and emotional resilience. The surah is rebuilding that foundation with the strongest possible statement you can imagine. And then, it does something brilliant. It pivots from reassuring you about the present to building real, concrete hope for the future. This isn't just some vague, "oh, things will get better" sentiment. No, it's a firm declaration that what is coming, whether that's the next stage of your life or the life to come, is guaranteed to be an improvement. It builds this deep sense of theological optimism. So here's the crucial point. You might be asking, okay, that's a nice promise, but how do I actually believe it when I'm feeling so low? Well, the surah doesn't just ask for blind faith. It builds a case, using evidence from your own past. The surah asks these three deeply personal rhetorical questions. It's a technique that psychologists might call positive reminiscence. It's guiding you to remember your own personal history of divine care. Think about it. From the vulnerability of being an orphan, to the confusion of being lost, to the hardship of poverty, every single time, refuge, guidance, and help were provided. And the underlying logic here is it's irrefutable. It builds confidence by basically saying, hey, look at your own track record with God. If He took care of you when you were at your absolute weakest and most vulnerable, why would it make any sense for Him to abandon you now? It completely dismantles doubt using data from your own life. But it doesn't stop there. This is where the whole thing makes a brilliant turn, because it doesn't let all this healing just stay internal. It channels that restored strength and gratitude into external, purposeful action. So it starts by making a direct connection to a past pain, that experience of being an orphan, which we were just reminded of, and it links it to a present duty. The memory of that pain isn't supposed to be a scar that holds you back. It's meant to be a source of profound empathy.
Your past suffering becomes the fuel for your present compassion. It's incredible.
This is a perfect scriptural example of what modern psychology calls post-traumatic growth. It's this powerful idea that people can come out of really tough times not just healed, but actually stronger, with a deeper sense of purpose. The surah is commanding this very transformation. Your pain must be redeemed by serving others who are feeling that same pain right now. So, how do you seal this entire psychological and spiritual journey? Well, it all culminates in one final, powerful instruction that makes sure the healing isn't just temporary, but that it actually lasts. The Arabic word here is hadith, which means to talk about it, to report it, to tell the story. So this isn't just about feeling thankful on the inside. It's a command to engage in the active, declarative practice of gratitude, to speak it out loud. And think about what this one command does. It has these profound benefits across 3 different dimensions. Psychologically, speaking about gratitude literally rewires our brains to focus on the positive. Spiritually, it makes us acknowledge God as the source of everything, which fosters humility. And socially, when we share our stories of being rescued and blessed, we spread hope to other people, becoming a living, breathing testament to mercy. So when we step back and look at the whole picture, what we see is an absolutely complete therapeutic journey, all packed into just 11 short verses. It's really a masterclass in psychological and spiritual care. It takes you on this complete path, right? First, you reframe your crisis. Then, you heal your core wound. Next, you build hope on solid evidence from your own life. After that, you turn your pain into a new purpose. And finally, you seal the entire process with active, powerful gratitude. It is a stunningly complete model for resilience, and it leaves us with one final, powerful thought. If this much practical, psychological wisdom is layered into just one short chapter from 1400 years ago, what else is waiting for us to discover?